Hello and welcome to the channel again. I'm sorry for taking kind of a break in the past weeks from uploading, but today I'm back with another review for you and I'm going to introduce you to the new Visconti Voyager 30. 2018 marked the 30 years anniversary of Visconti, and what better way to celebrate this moment than with another take on one of their earliest models, the Voyager. At that time, in the 19s, the Voyager brought to the market a very unique package, a new filling system, the well-known Visconti power filler, a colorful array of materials to choose from, and an 18-karat gold nib. Everything was designed to be a bridge between the golden era of the fountain pen and what the future holds for pen making. Fast forward 30 years in our days, Visconti shows us one more time what the future holds with their new Visconti Voyager 30. I think it's enough, let's unbox it. We are going to start with the box first, and this is specific to the Voyager collection. On the front lid we have embossed the Voyager 30, and right here we have the Visconti logo. Now let's lift this lid. And here we have two slots. In the first one we have the pen, which is this one right here, and in this slot we have a Visconti traveling inkwell done in the same mesmerizing material and trim color as the pen. Now let's lift one of this pen rests, and under it you will find the ID card of your pen. And on this ID card you will have all the information of your pen, nib type, trim option, material, and the serial number of your pen. Now let's move everything aside and focus on this pen. Now this is the revamped Voyager 30 and it looks amazing. The whole pen is made in 3 different colors of ebonite, and this one right here is the red ebonite, and each of these 3 colors comes with its specific trim option. For this red ebonite we have solid sterling silver trims. Now the second version that I have is this one right here, and this has a orange color ebonite and comes with vermeil color trim. For those who don't know, vermeil stands for sterling silver plated with gold. Last but not least, we have another version which is the green ebonite, and that green ebonite comes with solid gold trim. The green ebonite is made only on order and it's much more pricey than the first 2 versions, so we don't have that one in stock at this moment. Now, what can I say more? It's a brilliant idea to revamp and bring up to date a very famous model of Visconti with their 30 years anniversary. The Voyager 30 shares a lot of its DNA from the old version and with overall shape, but this one is oversized. The filling system doesn't have that rubber piston that was gliding very rough, but now has a more modern Teflon one that glides more easy and it's more reliable. Also, the big breakthrough this year is the new 18-karat gold nib from Visconti. And for those that are not up to date, Visconti decided this year to switch from their Palladium Dream Touch nibs back to their 18-karat gold nibs. I had a few days to play with this specific gold nib, the new 18-karat gold nib, and stick around because you will want to see this lovely nib perform in a writing sample in just a few moments. Now I think it's time to bring that camera a little bit closer and analyze this Voyager 30 in detail. Both ends of this pen are flat. On the top we have the finial, and this features the well-known Visconti My Pen system, and this system allows the user to personalize their pen using a strong magnet. You can remove this Visconti coin and you can swap this with anything that Visconti offers for personalizing: name initials, zodiac signs, or semi-precious stones. Now let's put this small Visconti coin back. As with all Viscontis, we have this unique clip, and this shape is inspired by a bridge in Florence called Ponte Vecchio, and this is spring-loaded. Works very well in everyday use, and this is made out of silver, I believe, in this pen. Then we have something taken straight out of the 19th Voyagers. A very elegant cap band engraved with the V logo from Visconti and also the name of this pen, which is Voyager. Also staying true to its roots, the Voyager 30 has a screw cap. It doesn't have that hook safe lock mechanism from other Viscontis, and we are going to use 1.5 turns to uncap this pen, and the uncapping motion is very smooth, and this shows that this pen has a lot of quality and precision in machining those threads. Now this is the new 18 karat gold nib from Visconti. Let's try to focus on this nib. And it shares the same motif as the Palladium Dream Touch nib, but this one is a little bit skinny and more elegant. Underneath this nib we have the same feed that Visconti uses even for their Dream Touch nibs. And what I want to add regarding this 18 karat gold nib is that Visconti offers this nib in the same housing as their Dream Touch nib. So if you own a Visconti pen with a Dream Touch nib and you want to swap it, you can buy a spare 18 karat gold nib unit and you can fit that nib unit on your pen. Now let's move forward, and we have the section, and this section is not that girthy and it's pretty comfortable. And also here we have this flared ring, and this will stop your fingers from slipping down towards the nib. Then on the other hand, right here we have the threads, and these threads are worked very beautiful and very smooth, and it will not ruin the writing experience even for those that tend to grip the pen slightly higher. Then we have the ink window, and this is more than welcome on a pen that has an opaque barrel because you don't know how much ink you have inside. Also, this ink window comes with something very special that Visconti calls a double reservoir feature, and this feature will allow the user to take this pen on a pressurized environment like the cabin of a plane without risking this pen to burp ink while the pressure of the cabin is rising. So you can do something like this: unscrew the piston knob, and now you are going to drain this chamber right here. You are going to leave it empty of ink. Then we are going to seal the ink behind the piston like this, and now you have an empty double reservoir that will keep your pen free of burping ink while you are taking a flight. Now moving forward, we have this small step up, and this is where the edge of the cap will rest when the pen is capped. Now we arrived at this barrel, and this barrel shows the true color and the true beauty of this ebonite. We have this beautiful motif of dark cherry red ripples that run up and down this black surface, and this is very beautiful. Overall shape of this barrel is pretty straight. It's starting to decrease in girth towards the piston knob, and now we arrived at the piston knob, and this pen uses a Visconti power filler, a double reservoir power filler. And this filling system, even if it's not the most easy system to clean, it sure offers a lot of ink with every fill. So there are a lot of advantages regarding this system, and this is one of my favorite systems that you can have on a pen. Then we have the piston knob, and this, as you can see, has a flat surface. Now let's demonstrate how we are going to fill this pen with ink. You're going to untwist the piston knob, extend the rod. You're going to plunge this pen in ink up around here, and in one motion we are going to plunge the piston down, creating vacuum behind the piston. While the piston is fully actuated like this, it will burst this bubble of vacuum, drawing ink inside the barrel. Then you are going to move the piston all the way down, and you are ready to write. Now we have the flat surface of the piston knob, and right here you will find the serial number of the pen engraved. And this pen is a limited edition of 300 pieces for each of the two ebonite colors, this red ebonite and the orange ebonite, which is this one right here. I don't know if for the green ebonite version with the gold, with the solid gold trim, they do have 300 pieces, limited to 300 pieces. That I don't know, but we are going to find out soon. Now let's have some overall measurements. If we are going to close the pen like this, we have 147 millimeters in length and 44 grams. And if we are going to uncap the pen like this, we have 135 millimeters from here to here in length and only 28 grams fully inked. Now that we finished with the details, let's head over to the paper and try this beautiful 18 karat gold nib. First we have the pen, which is the Visconti Voyager 30. Then we have the nib, which is the new 18 karat gold, and this is a fine nib. Then we have the ink, none other than Visconti sepia, and the paper 68 GSM Tomoe River. The nib is performing superb. It doesn't have any problems. It's just wonderful. Now let's try something like a wetness test, and this is one pass. Remember, this is a fine nib, so this is a really wet nib, as you can see. And Visconti brown or Visconti sepia, it's known to be a relative dry ink. Now let's have a flex test, and it does offer a line variation, but The overall feeling with this gold nib is wonderful. It's springy, it has a lot of bounce, and is just wonderful, wonderful. Now let's try something like fast writing, and as you can see, no problems whatsoever. Now let's have a reverse writing, and it's dry but it's not scratchy. It will take this fine nib to a extra fine. And what I can say about this nib is that I truly believe that this is a wonderful creation, and I can't wait to have this nib on my pens. I hope that this smile that you see on my face will tell you how much fun it was trying this new Visconti Voyager fountain pen. I like the heritage that is offered with this writing instrument, and I do also like that Visconti knew how to bring it up to date without adding too much to the vintage theme and spoiling the overall vibe of this pen. It's a very elegant and handy pen. It's a suited candidate for a daily carry pen. Also, if I had to put everything in one sentence, this is a very unique and beautiful pen that is practical. And talking about unique, I really hope that you enjoyed the writing sample with a new 18 karat gold nib, because for me it was like writing on a Beethoven symphony. It's gentle, it's smooth, it's precise, it's springy, it offers a very rich and consistent ink flow, and I think it was worth the wait since it was discontinued for around a decade by Visconti. I think this is it. I hope you enjoy spending this time with me reviewing the Voyager 30. If you want to own a piece of this collection, you can find it available on the PenVenture website, and I will leave you a link for it below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow our Instagram account and like our Facebook page. Links for them you will find also down below. There is a lot of new and exciting things coming at PenVenture, and for those, I need you to stay tuned to our social media accounts. Links for them you will find down below. My name is Emmy, and I look forward to seeing you next video.